Oh, he's getting it now.
Hey everyone, welcome to Heavy Metal Customs. Today, what do we got here? We have a 1984 Chevrolet C10 truck, and this gentleman brought it by. We're going to C-notch the frame for him because I think he's got bigger tires, going to lower it more, and such as that. So we're going to take care of that for him. But what I'd like to do right quick is just give you a look around. He done this truck himself, he was telling me, and I like what I see. But come here and check this thing out. Like I say, it's an 84. Truck's in really, really good shape. It's got these rally rims on it now, which, I mean, I like. Yeah, it just does fit on this lift, but I wanted to use this lift. I mean, the truck looks good. Got good lines to it. We'll really see when we raise her up. Interior, done a really nice job on it. Yeah, check that out. I like the way this thing looks. Got the digital dash in there, that's cool. But why has it got a digital dash? I'll show you in a minute. And loving this old style Phantom grill. I always like that look. I mean, that just, to me, that makes the truck. And it sounds like it'll run pretty good because she's got a 5.3 LS in her. And I hear a little bit of a cam. Do we think that air intake's big enough? I think it may be. Wow. Yeah. I mean, that looks nice. Got his overflow bottle over there. Nice aluminum radiator with the dual fans on it. And like I say, she's all LS. Got some big old headers on her. Yeah, this guy done a really nice job on this truck. But like I say, we're going to do the C-notch the frame. And in order to do that, going to be some cutting and some welding going on. So with all the electronics in here, this has the, what is it, the Holly X system on it, I believe he said. But nice system. He really bragged about it. So if I get enough money to coyote swap my Mustang over there, then I'll probably go with that system, considering how much he likes it. But let's go ahead and undo the negative battery cable. Like I say, we're going to be doing a lot of welding on this thing. We don't want to mess up any electronics. Then we'll get it up in the air and see what we got to work with. All right, this thing looks nice underneath. Got some aftermarket control arms and stuff on there. Looking good, looking good. No rust. That's the thing. Remember, guys, this is an 84. I mean, all of this looks good. No rust. The other side's the same. Yeah, this is a good looking truck. Yeah, they done this thing up really nice. Gonna have to check the tailpipes for clearance once he lowers this thing a lot. I think he's going to end up dropping it 6 inches, he said. I think we'll be okay on them tailpipes. Yeah, I like that Yukon cover for that rear end. It's pretty cool. I would really have to stress about is the wiring harness that runs inside of that frame and the brake line that runs inside of that frame. Which, no big deal. We can take care of that. Easy peasy. But yeah, good looking truck. Yeah, I think he said he's going to do an axle flip on this. That'd be a way to lower it. And he brought a kit. Let's take a look at that kit and see what all came with it and if we can decipher some of it. This is the box of bronze. We got instructions. We will read them at some point in our life. We have bolts, which we're not going to use. If we use any bolts and nuts, I'm just going to run up to TSC and get him some grade 8s. He requested that, and I 150% agree with him. Alright, we got this. And we got this. Well, we didn't waste a whole lot of packages in there, did we? These are basically supposed to be bolt-ins, but I'm going to bolt in weld. Just to be better safe than sorry, you're not bolts on. Rattle loose, come loose, things like that. And you don't need that when we're talking about the frame of a vehicle. But yeah, that's what we got. Well, that's pretty cool. And we got the instructions right here. A lot of instructions. Put the vehicle on the ground. Original frame must be cut to install this kit. The kit may not work for those vehicles equipped with air, springs, or coilover kits. Okay, so we put it on jacks. Mark the vehicle frame. Use a grinder to cut off the frame. I think I can do a little bit better than that. Put the C notch and drill new holes. Bolt the C notch on the frame and install the bump stop. Tie no bolts. So it says. Well, we'll take them instructions as general. But yeah, let me get this thing ready. All right, guys. Got it up in there, got the tires off. Yeah, glad I done that. Let me tell this guy, no caliber bolts. Yeah, 2 on the other side. These right here, exited the vehicle. But I was looking at this. I don't think I got to take the bed off in order to do this. I really don't. I mean, we'll see, but don't think so. This is going to save a lot of time and a lot of labor dollars for the customer. Like I said, I've got it on a couple of jacks. Yeah, that's safe. But I do have this big boy here at the frame, just in case one of these was a break or something like that. That'll catch it. So, the next thing we need to do is see the bump stops and the stands right there. Then we're riveted on. So we need to get our death wheel and cut them off of there. Or you can use a torch, just however you feel. And whatever works best for you. And there is a bump stop on each side, of course. So yeah, that's next. Let me figure out and get them cut off. And then we'll continue on. All right, guys, I got them bump stops off of there. Just took a torch and blah, blah, blah. And then a pry bar and a hammer, and that does it. All right, now we want to get us a center mark on our axle. And so we go in here and we see that the center will be right there. It does believe so. Okay. Let's grab our. Oh man, I cannot believe that. That's too long. Well, you have to do it the old-fashioned way. Stand there straight with it. Look at it. I do believe, yep, that is center. Let me go to the other side and do the same thing. Then I'll grab a template that I made. We'll come over here and see how it looks. All right, got that other side marked. Sit here, look at this side, and I think that line can go back just a shade. So we got this nice cardboard template that we made. Ain't that beautiful? And we're going to slide that center mark back just a shade like that. All right, that looks good. Now let's let's mark a cutout that we'll be needing to make. All righty. Let's do the same on the other side. All right, now let's hold our piece up here and just see what we're looking at. Well, that right there just looks actually fantastic. Yeah, that looks good, man. Looks really good. Now we need to raise it up and move this brake line and move out electrical on the other side. All right, the electrical's easy. Just got a couple of plastic tabs there, so I just pulled it out of the way and hung it over that pipe. Now the brake line, I believe, has a bracket up towards the front. Let's walk up there and look. Or I'll walk up there. Y'all just stay right here. Yeah, I can get up there. Don't bang your head on anything. No, right. Okay. All right. So, for our brake line, it just needs to go like really up, and I mean really up. Up and out of the way. Up and out of the way. I think that will be enough of up and out of the way. Let's see, our line comes to the top of that hole right here. So, yeah, I think that will be just fine. Let's get a little bit more on it. Yeah, I don't see where that's going to be in the way at all. Yeah, there we go. Good deal. You got to watch stuff like that. There's nothing else here, nothing else over here. We just that one wiring harness. There is a plastic clip here that will probably get melted. Let's go ahead and take a hammer and pop it out. All right, as you can see, I come back and redone my lines. The metal's pretty thick, and I want that thing to slide in there well. I'm not worried about if I have a shade of a gap, because beside bolts, I am welding all this in. I'll crank the welder up as high as she'll go, do a nice, pretty slow burn on it, because I just don't trust bolts. But now we need to get the torch out, make our cuts, and go ahead and trim off them old rivets that we're holding them old bump stop pads and bump stops. And we'll do that on both sides, and then we'll see how our piece fits in. Maybe a little bit of trimming going on here and there, but we're headed in the right direction. Alright guys, sorry if the background gets loud. It just started storming here. But I want to show you where I was. I have this one fitted in, fits all fine. Already done my grinding and whatnot. Now it's time to drill. Yeah, nobody likes drilling. I'll do that bit, the black bit, and then the gold bit to finish it off. I've got 2 holes drilled so far. Woohoo! Yeah, but that's where we're at. Yeah, a lot of drilling. I have this side here. I don't have clamps or anything on it, but it fits. Yes, sir. Fantastic. Oh, and the customer stopped by. Brought me some caliber bolts. So now we have a break on this side. I'll put some blue thread lock on them, which you really can't tell. But I got it out of the blue thread lock. It was, I don't know, sort of grayish looking. It was at the bottom of the bottle, but I think it'll be okay. And I got them good and tight. So at least that caliber will work correctly. But yeah, guys, all I'm going to do is drill a bunch of holes. And I know y'all don't want to watch that. As soon as I get the holes and stuff drilled, we'll take a look at it. And customer's supposed to be dropping off some grade 8 hardware. We'll get that all installed. Then after that, there's some spots I'm going to weld, and I'll show you all that when we get to that point. Yeah, but you can do a C-notch without pulling the bed. Alrighty. Holes drilled, bolts installed, except for 2. These bolts on the bottom, I'm not going to drill and put bolts in there. Sure y'all see that gap. Yeah, it's just the way the piece is made. Here's my way of thinking. If I put bolts in there and draw that up there real tight, all that's going to do is put that in a bind, right? Yeah, you can see the gap in that, and you can see the gap up front. Yeah. And I do not want something to be in a bind all the time, especially right here. I just don't think that that would be a strategic thing to do. So I've got 6 bolts on each side instead of the 8. And it's not in a bind. The piece fits great. It bolted up great. Nothing twisted or anything like that. So what I'm going to do is just grab the welder. You see I've already cleaned, and give her a zap right across here, as well as go inside and weld some here, here, and here. And I think that will suffice. It won't go nowhere. Like I say, just my way of thinking. Y'all put down in the comments what you think, but there's no sense of pulling that up there, because I already put a C-clamp on it and mashed it up to see what it was doing. And you could see it. It was just bowing up in there. So, nah, no sense in all that. Let's make it where it's a relaxed fit and it fits correctly and it's not holding some stress or tension somewhere. So, off camera, I'm going to go ahead and fire up the old welder and get them burned in. All right, guys. Got them welds done. Yeah, it turned out pretty good. Not a bad looking weld. Yeah. And I got them on the inside. Now the next thing we're going to do is grab some of this sandable primer. In every place that we welded and whatnot, we're going to get some primer. Then we'll grab our professional, what's upside down? Yeah, rubberized undercoating. Yeah, and we'll get that smacked on there. But like I say, primer first. Let's let that primer dry a little bit, then we'll get our undercoating all on there and clean it up. You notice I did those paper around the shocks so we wouldn't get them all messed up. Once we get that, and then you get the wire back in and get this metal brake line conformed over in there a little bit better. All right, time for the undercoat. Turn this fan off. Yeah, and I think that that'll do it. Let's let that dry.